Donald Trump is absolutely hell-bent on annexing Canada. He talks about it at least once a week. He has said that he might use economic force to make Canada become the 51st state of the United States. He wants it so bad he can taste it. And that, of course, is just one of the very many reasons that he has given us to putting more tariffs on Canada. You know, today's supposed to be Liberation Day, which is really just screw consumers day. But according to a new poll out of Canada, Donald Trump may want to reconsider annexing Canada because as it appears right now, about 20% of Americans polled actually would rather they become Canadian than see Canada become part of the United States. Let me read you this. Only 9% of Canadians believe it is likely that Canada will become the 51st U.S. state. By contrast, 20% of Americans would like their state to join Canada and become a Canadian province, a proportion that is higher among people aged 18 to 34. So Donald Trump is like, by God, we're going to get Canada. And you got 20% of Americans like, cool, so we're going to be Canadian now? We get access to healthcare? You know, we have bodily autonomy. We don't have to live under these red states' oppressive laws. Hell yeah, let's get Canada and become a part of it. And Trump's like, no. They're going to fall under our oppression now. And Americans and Canadians are like, yeah, no, we don't want that. We want the freedoms that they have there for us. We want the privileges they have there, like, you know, universal healthcare. We want that. We like them better than we like our own country. And that's just among the general population. And of course, this was done by a Canadian polling firm. There was, however, another survey that's even more striking. This survey was conducted by the journal Nature. And the journal Nature, they didn't reach out to average citizens like the Canadian pollsters. No. They reached out to doctors, scientists, and researchers, who of course are under attack here in the United States at the state level, at the federal level, through the DOGE cuts, the cuts to universities, the attacks on universities, all of it. Scientists, doctors, researchers are in the crosshairs because God knows Trump doesn't like smart people. So Nature decided, let's survey these people and see how they feel about the United States. And what they found was that 74% of the respondents, 74% said, we want to leave this country. And again, these are the people we depend on to make advancements in medical science to help keep us alive, to make other kinds of advancements for all sorts of things, new technologies, new products. Most importantly, though, it's the life-saving medication thing, and they're telling us 3/4 of them, we want out. And most of them, of course, said, we're considering, some of them went as far as to say, I'm actively looking for jobs in Canada. So the country that Donald Trump wants desperately is the country that, by the way, Americans also want desperately, but in a different way. We want to go and live there. We want to be a part of you. Trump wants you to be a part of us. Now, some of these doctors, scientists, researchers that talk to Nature said, I'm actually looking more at Europe because France, of course, has basically opened the doors wide open, publicly announcing that, hey, U.S. scientists in the U.S., they've cut your funding. Come over here. We'll fund whatever you got. You know, we'll give you good, high-paying jobs. Come over here and we'll be the new intellectual leader of the world. So people are taking that up that offer. They're going to other places in Europe, but that's what's happening. A massive brain drain here in the United States because our demented president doesn't know what the hell he's doing. So there you have it, Donald. You may want Canada, but Americans just want to go and live there under the freedoms that those folks still seem to have. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.